Just don't scream in it, please.
Did I scream earlier?
You screamed in Jordan's podcast.
Did I really?
Yeah, dude. But it's okay. Hi, dude. This is the moment you've been waiting for?
It's been long overdue.
Why'd you say it like that? You're ridiculous, dude.
It's been long overdue.
Thank you for coming on my podcast, Yvette. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome, Eric.
But it's cool. I wanted you to come on because we've been working on really cool stuff, and I thought it'd be a good opportunity to finally do it after like 3 years of friendship. I was like, well, maybe we can put her on now.
Today, when I was looking at Brock's old baby pictures, I was just kind of going through all the pictures of him.
Yeah.
And then I found the ones when we met you. You took our family pictures.
Oh, when he was just a little guy, tiny little guy.
And he's 4, and he was like barely walking, so he was like 1.
That's what you look like. Fix your posture.
Gosh, jeez. I'm just gonna face this way, dude. I look like a hunchback. There.
That's
you go.
what I said. There you go.
Look at you. I'm just gonna look at myself.
This way. You can see yourself over there. Oh, the mic. This damn ring light. Okay, well, I'll just give everybody a little backstory.
Oh, it turned off.
Yeah, it
again?
turned off, dude. So we're doing the podcast in my house today because the studio's AC just shit out. Then the last one, with Jordan, the AC blew out. So we were in there and it was hot as shit. Like there's a little fan. Like we got a little fan for Jordan because he was hot. Because he's hot blooded. and we had to do that. So then this morning I moved everything around because I came here. I wanted to come here because the studio is hot. But today our water went out and then my dad let in a shitload of hot air. And I woke up early like 8 and moved my whole room around. Like my bed's up on the wall. There's shit over here. There's stuff over here. This is the only part that looks pretty. So
maybe we'll do a little
BTS later.
Go around. Everyone can see the real room.
Oh my god, no, that'd be so embarrassing.
Instagram versus reality.
This is real. People want podcasts. They don't understand all the shit that goes into it.
So this is Instagram.
This
all that
is reality. Just put this up nice and close to your mouth.
And just my posture. If I'm here, I'm like.
But you can move this. Pull this to you.
Okay. Hey, there you go. Cool. I feel weird just looking right at you.
No, that's what I'm saying. You can sit this way. But like Jordan's podcast is really comfortable because you had like all the little.
Yes, and he has a Britney Spears poster.
Yeah, that was tight. Yeah.
It's
that
like
was cool.
The little things. Good job, Jordan.
This fool. No, I was gonna say, but yeah, today's Brocky's little birthday.
Yes, today is Brock's birthday. He's 4 today, and he's taking a nap right now. This is usually when I would nap with him. So.
He's all sad. I feel bad on doing this on Brock's birthday.
No, he's sleeping. He doesn't even know I'm not there. So
really? He's all crashed out.
I'm the one I'm sad because I'm not napping.
Yeah.
Just kidding. No.
But you were talking about earlier before with this pictures and stuff. You were reminiscing or what?
Yeah. So I was going through all the pictures, videos, and then seeing not only him growing up, but also watching Brett and Brody grow up too, and then grow up with him, like brothers. And so, yeah.
Makes you all sad.
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
Yeah. Because Brocky is the last one, so.
Dude, you never
and knock
know.
on wood because all the parts still work, so I don't want to like jinx myself, but yes.
Jake didn't get snipped.
Yeah, so not yet, but
Dude.
he's what? Jake's 31, 32, and I'm gonna be 30, so I feel like we're still too young to make that decision, but at the same time, I know for sure we don't want to, but I don't want to make anything permanent.
You never wanted a gun for a girl?
A girl? I think I just lost the idea of it after I just kept getting a boy.
You really gave up?
So I just kind of like, you know what? It's just another boy.
At any point, did you want a girl? Or were you
I
you were a
honestly
boy?
thought Brody, and Brody's my second son.
Brody's supposed to be a chick?
I thought he just was supposed to be a girl. Like, I had a boy, now it's a girl. But then it didn't happen. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I was like, well, maybe this is the time. And then it was another boy. I'm like, oh, okay, well, this is what we're doing. So
Yeah.
So at that point, I was just like, I was used to it.
Yeah, because people gun to have both, huh? And you got lucky with like 3 boys.
Lucky. I feel like if I were to have a girl now, I would be like starting over. Like, completely. Like, it's raising a different type of little person. So I'm just like, Brett, okay, Brody, cool. Brock, okay, cool. I already know what I'm doing. And with a girl, it's different. I don't know, how you change their diaper is different. Imagine all the other things. So, yeah. I'm just used to a little wiener and just,
Gets all over their parts?
Yeah. Getting peed on, all that.
Oh. Yeah, I bet.
But
That's
yeah.
tough, dude. I mean, I never thought that, having it would be different like that because I'm not a parent. So I never assumed like I understood what that feels like. But it's always interesting to hear you guys talk about it.
I'm sure like it would naturally we would like figure it out, but it would be like to me like starting over as in like having a new like being a new parent again, but for a girl, it'd be different.
You'd probably get another you. You'd probably get a little
I
you.
think that's why I have all boys. I think God, the universe, or whatever was like, you know what? It's a little too much Ivet already.
We don't need another one.
We're not ready for another one, and we like Jake, and we don't want to ruin his life.
Aw, no.
Just kidding.
Super Jake.
Yeah, so I think it was a blessing in disguise.
Your guys' kids are so funny because all your kids, Steven's kids, are funny because you guys like Brett is just like you.
Exactly.
Like exactly like you, and it's funny watching you get like frustrated with him
all the time. And then and then I'll get mad at him and he'll leave and I'm like, oh, that happens to me all the time too.
I get you.
Like Brett's always like, wait, who said what? Wait, what happened?
What's going on?
What's going on? And I'm like, oh, Brett, this. And then I'm like, oh man, I do that too.
I'm the same way. Are you guys in it? Are you like? Did you get that from like your mom or your dad?
I used to get in trouble by doing this as a kid too. I remember my mom would be like, what are you looking at? We're going to go right now. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. I was always asking her all the questions in the book. Yeah. But my mom's not like that. My dad is. I think
he likes to know what's going on.
My dad's like that. Yeah. And my older brother and my younger brother aren't like that. It's just me and my dad.
I forget you have an older one.
Yeah, I do. He's like, ooh, how old is he now? We're 9 years apart. So I'm turning 31. That means
You're turning 30.
Oh, oh my God, you're right. Oh my gosh.
You're turning 30, dude.
I'm turning 30.
Yeah.
And he is not, so he's going to be 39 this year, probably. Maybe. No, yeah, he's turning 39 this year.
Damn.
So we're 9 years apart. He works in Texas. So.
Oh, okay. Dude, yeah. I feel like we never even talk about him.
Yeah, no. He moved away like when Brock was born, so like 4 years ago. So
right before.
So as long as we've known each other, he hasn't been living.
Yeah,
there.
I was gonna say because I never really like heard about him.
And he only visits like once a year because his job is like a crazy schedule. So he only gets like 1 week or two off. He always takes it around Christmas time. But with COVID and everything, we didn't see him last year. Yeah. So yeah.
Damn, legit! I didn't realize that you didn't have an older brother. Mm-hmm. Well, an older one.
Yeah.
Does he look like you guys too?
I think he looks like Brody.
Really?
It's weird.
But Brody looks like Jake.
I know. It's so weird. But he's a round boy, and so is Brody. And they have round boy genes, and they just... Yeah.
Who's the most like Jake?
Jake is more like... Jake is more like Jake. Brody, I think, is more like Jake.
You think more of his mannerisms or like the way he...
Mannerisms, for sure.
Really?
Brody's very patient. Jake's patient. Very kind. Jake's kind.
He's like him.
Very like, he wants everyone to be happy. Doesn't want the fighting. Peacemaker.
Oh, that's Brody?
That's Brody. That's a middle child usually. But yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's Brody.
But you were a middle child.
Yeah. But I was also the only,
but the only
girl. So I'm a different breed.
Yeah, it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
And then also, my older brother was so much older than me that I kind of was almost like like it was kind of just my little brother and I for a while because he was already like high school, not really at home, and then I was like in junior high or elementary school with the little brother, so there was a big gap. So I felt like, I'm the middle kid, but I also felt like I was like the firstborn in a weird way.
Because you're a girl.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different.
And the big gap because he was around, but he was almost like he was like a uncle. Sometimes.
Oh, your brother?
Yeah.
Isn't that funny how like as life changes, like your relationship with people can kind of change a little bit too?
Yeah, like he's my older brother, and he would like pick me up, take me places, and buy me things because he had a job, and it was weird because he's my older brother, but like I felt like he was like
he's more like an uncle.
Cool uncle. Yeah.
Even my dad now, like he feels more like a roommate to me.
I feel like that too.
My dad. He feels more like a friend to me. Like it's funny, dude.
Is he going to CrossFit again today?
I don't know, dude. He maybe I don't know. He did good. He was so energized yesterday. Like after he left, he was so excited and like happy. I don't know. He may not go.
Well, we'll talk to him right now.
You can talk to him right now. I'm not going. I felt weird about not going. I was like, I don't know. Maybe we'll go or not. It's funny that you guys got him to do that. Well, I don't know. It didn't take much convincing. Once I said my Theo was going, he was like, maybe today's the day. And then he was dying, dude. It's funny because like I give you guys so much props for coaching because you guys have so much patience for people that have no idea what they're doing, because CrossFit's like a little challenging, especially with like ollie movements and
It's
shit.
not natural, like either things like it, some of these movements are really foreign, like how to hold a bar or like things like that. And I think a lot of the patience comes from our personal experience. I can't say for the other coaches, but because I'm sure they have their own like story they want to share. But for my story, I had one of my first coaches was not patient, and probably had a lot to do with we were friends first.
Yeah.
And you know me, I'm funny, I'm silly.
Oh my
I know.
god, you just call yourself funny?
I'm not like that funny.
Oh my god, you know me, I'm
fun.
hilarious.
I'm fun to make fun of. So that's the one. Well, I was
lower it, dude.
even though I was I had like background in like cheerleading and gymnastics. Like I said before, it's not, some of these movements aren't natural.
Yeah.
And it was weird because I wasn't picking up on it right away. And the coach I had at the time was not patient with me. He was for certain things or certain times, but sometimes he'll just like, you know what? You're not going to hurt yourself. Just stay there. And he'll just laugh and walk away.
Is it because there was like big classes or?
No, he's just a style of coaching wasn't, for me. And then eventually I went to another location where I got the coaching that I needed. And then when it was time to grow from there, that's when I found out about Hidden Valley, and I really admired Steven.
Place
and
sucks.
Yeah, and then everything else was like, that's history. So, and when I met Steven, I was actually, I met him, I think, before I was pregnant with Brock. But then I didn't start going to Hidden Valley until I was already pregnant with Brock. So I was like 20 weeks pregnant when I started.
Yeah, because you started as like a member, right?
Yeah, so I started as a member. Yeah, so that was like almost 4 years ago.
It's so weird talking about that
Yeah,
stuff.
because Brock wasn't born yet. So, and Brock's 4 today. So yeah, it was like 4-ish years ago.
And that's when you started all your Make It Work Mama shit, huh?
Yeah.
It's so weird to reminisce on that
So
stuff.
remember how I told you how I started one place?
Yeah.
Wasn't getting like the experience I wanted. I went to another place that was really helpful, really good. At the time, it's what I needed. But then when it was time to like, it sounds funny saying out loud, but like when it's time to level up or move up or like,
yeah, when you grow.
You grow. That place, it wasn't for me anymore.
Yeah.
And I didn't have the, because when you're starting out, sometimes you second guess yourself a lot, and because you don't have that inner confidence quite yet, like all of it that you need. So sometimes the circle around you has a lot to do with whether or not you take those leaps or jumps. Mm-hmm. And that circle was one of those, no, you don't need to. Why do you want to do that? You're fine doing this.
Yeah.
Stay where you're at, kind of thing. But when I met Steven and went to Hidden Valley, I got the opportunity where I was around people that were just wanting to better themselves left and right. And it's contagious because you see people, they're doing this, doing that, and they're like, okay, cool, well, if they could do it, I could do it too. Maybe it's not the same thing, but they were so supportive in whatever anybody wanted to do there, and they would help them get to that level. And I need to be around people like that. And that's where, the Make It Work Mama stuff. So that's when I was pregnant. So 4 years ago, pregnant, working out, and today's what, July 21st?
Yeah, I mean, it's your son's birthday.
And I'm hugely pregnant, working out in my garage at the ranch outside.
Oh, and it was hot as
pregnant.
Shit. Oh, goddamn.
And I remember drinking so much water and just like making sure I was eating right. And I know, like a lot of people that's when people are like, what the heck? There's this pregnant girl working out outside and she's huge. I'm going to start following her. And that's where it's kind of started. Like Brock is like my little...
He's your little mutant baby, huh?
Make It Work Mama was all because of Brock, honestly. That's where it started. I mean, obviously I have 2 other boys, but that I still worked out and did what I could when I was, in there. But Brock was really baby where I'm like, no, like I could do it all. I'm gonna do it all, even if I'm pregnant. And I did, so it was fun.
Bro, because did you get a lot of shit though? Because like now, like we have friends that are pregnant right now, and well, Melissa.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't want to say her name, but whatever. Like
calling her out.
we have friends.
Her last name and social is.
Jesus.
Just kidding.
Yeah. Her like she's pregnant right now, and so
the Hispanic culture, I'm telling you.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, because you talked to me about that. Did you get like any sort of shit when you were pregnant and like working out? By the way, are you comfortable?
I'm good. Yeah.
Do you want this chair?
What my posture look like?
I mean, you can look at yourself.
Show my posture. Okay, I'm good.
All right.
Gotta.
I don't want to get some shit later.
I know. I'm gonna be like. Bleh.
Oh, that's better.
Fine.
You look better like that. Like, check it out.
Okay, cool.
This is great. I'm gonna leave it all
really
in there.
Cool. So yes. So.
Were you getting some shit?
Mentioning not to mention names, right? Even though you dropped a name. Just kidding. But like I said before, the second place I went to learn and get more into CrossFit was a place where I wasn't getting the support I needed being pregnant, working out.
Yeah.
And it was a place of fitness. And at the time, I wasn't very knowledgeable about postpartum, working out, pregnant, prenatal fitness. So when I decided to leave that place, I took it upon myself to start educating myself on post and prenatal fitness. So I went and did like online certs, read all these books, and I started training myself. But it wasn't the same. It was boring. And that's when Steven hit me up. He's like, hey, you need to come try at the ranch. I was like, okay, cool. I'll be there. So I did both. And then it was hard because the only time I could work out at the time was like 5:30 in the morning. And I live out in the foothills. The ranch is way out here.
Yeah.
It took me like 25 minutes to drive there every day. And when you're pregnant, sleeping is hard enough and waking up is harder.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I couldn't make it. So the days I couldn't make it in the morning, I would work out at home. But back to the question about like getting crap. Yeah, I did get crap. Even from my own family members.
Yeah.
My mom and dad were like, mija, ¿por qué estás haciendo eso?
Yeah.
And then my dad, like, I remember one time I had like a day and I was just eating like a lot and I had like a freaking Coke. Like not this Coke.
No shit.
I had a Coke. I had a bottle of Coca-Cola and my dad like comes in, he gives me cariño. He says, oh, mommy, see, this is how you should be during your pregnancy, not working out.
Just
and I'm
relax.
like, Dad, I'm just having a cheat day, okay?
Calm down, Ernie.
But to them, that's what you should do when you're pregnant.
Just chill.
But think about it. A pregnant girl shouldn't be having soda and eating all this food and junk food and stuff. And again, I'm pregnant in the middle of summer, so I'm wearing like a sports bra and like shorts and running around my neighborhood, and people are like, this chick is crazy.
Ass chick.
But yeah, so to the people that are pregnant right now, I think there's always going to be that negative connotation for working out pregnant and the type of working out you choose. I feel like a lot of other things are more acceptable than CrossFit. Still, even though it's years later, I think we've come a long way. A lot of women have proved that you could work out pregnant. It's empowering. But at the same time, there's always that generation or just people stuck in their ways that think that women shouldn't do X amount of things or whatever when they're pregnant. But honestly, if there's no complications, your doctor's okay with it, or your midwife, and if you're okay with it, as long as whatever you're doing is something that makes you happy, you feel good, and you're just listening to your body, it's safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did Yeah, I mean, it probably took a lot of reverence for you to go out of your way and work out pregnant, because there was probably didn't have any examples of that, right?
Not much, and also, I guess I should back a little bit, rewind.
Go ahead, girl.
I had a miscarriage before Brock.
Yeah. So
Brock is my rainbow baby, and I was really hard on myself when I had the miscarriage because I had already been working out consistently, doing CrossFit for like a year or two. And for selfish reasons at the time, I didn't want to have a third baby.
Yeah.
I didn't want to. And
well, especially after that shit.
No. It was before I even got pregnant.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I just had Brett and Brody, and I was like, I don't want to have another baby. I just got my body back. I love CrossFit. I'm going to get strong. I don't want another baby. But then I thought to myself, do I not want to have a baby because I feel like our family is complete, or do I not want to have a baby because I don't want to sacrifice my body again to go through that.
Yeah.
And I was going back and forth a lot for a long time. And finally, I'm like, you know what? Let's do it. Let's have another baby. And Brett and Brody are really close. Brody and Brock are further apart. They're like 3 years apart. I know some people listening to this are like, damn, that's still so close. But like for us, we wanted them close.
Yeah, for sure.
And then, but for me, looking back, like Brett and Brody get along much better than Brody and Brock do, if that makes any sense. Because there's a gap.
Because they're closer.
There's a gap. They're closer. Yeah. But there's a bigger gap because I was just like, I don't want another baby. And then finally, I'm like, fine, let's have another baby. We get pregnant, and then I have a miscarriage.
Yeah.
And I felt like crap because I was like waiting so long, and not so long, but I was waiting to get pregnant again because I didn't want to, and then finally I decided to, and then that happened, and I was working out still, and I thought maybe, okay, if it didn't happen with the other two, but it happened with this one, what was the difference? And the difference was I was working out, and I wasn't working out with the other ones, and I thought maybe this has something to do with me.
Yeah. And
then my midwife was telling me, no, you can't put that on yourself. There's really no telling a reason why. It was right before I went into the second trimester. So I was about 10, 11 weeks when I found out.
Do you get a pretty big belly? I don't know shit about pregnancy.
No.
You don't show too much.
I mean, with my third one, I was kind of getting bloated.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you have when you've had pregnancies before, you start to show earlier. But yeah, I mean, I already announced it. We did a cute little announcement. Everyone knew we're having our third baby, and then that happened. And then I felt really like I did something. It took me a while, and she was my midwife suggested like, hey, some people take their time, or some people just try to get pregnant again.
Yeah.
So it's up to you. And I'm like, F it, let's do it again. So next thing you know, a month later, I'm pregnant again.
Just right away.
With Brock. But this time I was freaking out because I had a miscarriage. And I'm like, I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to I didn't want to take a step. I was just so nervous.
Hesitant, right?
And then my midwife again was like, hey, continue what you're doing. You know, things, you're just be smart about it, and things are going to work out how they're supposed to work out. So for the first trimester when I was pregnant with Brock, I didn't do anything. I was so scared.
Just chilled.
I got into yoga. I was all meal prepping. I went for walks. I had ankle weights. I'm like, I'm not doing
ankle weights. Did you do that crazy shit in the pool?
Yeah, I did Zumba, water Zumba.
That's cool.
I'm like, no, I'm too scared. I don't want to do anything. And then once I went into more in the pregnancy and I got out of that first trimester, and when I got into second trimester, I'm like, okay, I'm pregnant. Baby's fine. Let's do this. And that's when I started okay, I'm going to go back to doing what I was doing. And then, and that's when all those videos started happening. Everyone's like, oh my gosh. And then I got the support I needed from the people I was around with at the gym at Hidden Valley and Steven. And that's where Make It Work Mama started.
Yeah. Because when I met you, you were in the thick of it. And and it was very much I mean, your stuff has evolved, and not for it has evolved. But the post, that was a big thing when I first met you too, because you were fresh with the baby. So all that stuff, you were practicing because Brock was just born. He was a little nugget when I first met him.
I would take him to the gym with me in a pack and play and a bouncer. It looked like I was packing for a weekend just to go to a 1 hour gym, because I would pack snacks, drinks, everything that they needed.
You got to do it, huh?
Just to get that 1 hour. Yeah. And it's crazy because I didn't have to do that because I had stuff at home. Yeah. But I needed that interaction with people, that push, that community.
It's so different. I don't you guys have that. Jake is a real MVP because he'll just work out by himself in your garage. And I couldn't do that either. When we were on when the quarantine stuff happened and we all had to work out from home, that shit sucked.
It was.
I'm not gonna lie. There was a couple different things going on there, obviously with the pandemic and stuff, but having to do it on your own and motivate yourself. There's something about the clock, you guys leading the class, the music, all that stuff that it just puts you in a little zone.
The vibes.
The vibes.
Yeah.
The vibes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, with the vibes for sure. It's just super different.
Yeah. So.
Your story's crazy. Do you now that now that as time has passed, like we don't talk about it too much. We kind of go on with our lives, and not that like we need to talk about it, but like, how often do you go back and like do you reflect on those situations and stuff and think about like, just go back and reflect? Because now like we're 2 guides in, we've made one already. The app you can plug it if you want.
Oh yeah. So he said 2 guides because the second one comes out Friday the 24th.
I don't know.
What's
Friday.
today? The 21st.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's the 22nd. That's
this podcast will
Thursday.
be up before then. Yeah.
And then Friday's the 23rd. Oh, the 23rd.
Yeah, 23rd. Yeah.
Yeah, Friday the 23rd. So I'm not sure when this is gonna air. Before?
Yeah, before.
Oh, cool.
It'll come up before.
So let's pretend it's Thursday. Hi guys, the guide comes out tomorrow.
The guide's dropping tomorrow.
Yeah.
But those guides, they're still focused towards like moms, correct?
Yes. So it's for home, little to no equipment, body weight stuff.
Yeah.
And it's guide to moms, women in general, even guys if they want to do it too, I guess.
Yeah, we had some dudes do the booty guide, huh?
I know you like good mornings.
No, that was one time, dude. You tried to blackmail me, dude. Did you guys talk about that on Jordan?
I still have it. Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Oh, that's fucked up.
I forgot. I think he asked he wanted a clip from it, and I don't know if I sent it to him.
No, we're not posting that one. I got blackmailed. That was hurt.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Like, yeah, that was funny. But I do reflect. Every morning, I look at my little create mode on Instagram, like on this day.
Yeah.
I always look at
That's a good
pictures.
one.
I always do that. I just go through them, like, oh, and then I'll share some or whatever,
Yeah.
or screenshot them, send them to whoever was in it. I like to do that. But I do because even like looking at my Instagram as a whole, I found myself like, man, I was posting a lot of like any person on Instagram, anyone that's, I guess, I don't want to say anybody, but like anyone that's pretty transparent with their life they're gonna post everything, the good, the bad, the ugly, their everyday life. And at the time, I was showing everything, like my mom life, like my postpartum body, like I was in my hospital chonies and like just very like transparent. And then as things got like shinier and newer, I got out of the trenches of like motherhood, which I still am, but not in the late night diapers.
Yeah.
Breastfeeding.
He's not a baby.
Not like that. Yeah. I feel like now everything looks like, oh my gosh, like Ivet looks like so perfect and like shiny, pretty new pictures and all this stuff, but really like like, and just recently I saw that, I'm like, man, like, my Instagram, I don't want to say it looks fake, but it looks so, like, I don't know. It kind of made me, like, sadden a little bit, because I would post just anything before.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like, I didn't really have not that I have an agenda, it sounds bad, but I didn't have, like, I guess you could say an image to maintain.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, 100%.
You know?
Yeah.
I would just post whatever, but I got the opportunities I have now are because I was being my real self. You know?
Yeah.
And I was doing stuff with what I had at the time, what I could do using the resources I had. And then now, like, I've met you, I've met Jer, I've met, a lot of other amazing creative people that kind of help with my daily content and my Instagram and all the sponsorship opportunities I've gotten was a lot has to do with you guys too, because things are standing out because you guys are super creative and just like have these beautiful images and videos and stuff. But then so I asked myself, I'm like, okay, well, how can I keep doing what I'm doing, but making sure I'm still being transparent with who I really am?
Yeah.
So I'd like to do a lot of throwbacks where this was me then and now, stories, with the kids and what we're doing. I get kind of weirded out by those certain things because my Instagram's not private.
Yeah.
So I don't want to post too much. I don't want people to know where I live.
Yeah, all that shit.
All that weird.
Yeah, because you're starting to become a celebrity.
No. But I mean, there was a time where I had to take off a sticker off my car.
Oh, people were finding you?
Because everyone knew my car.
Oh, the big HV when you had the Honda.
Yes.
I forget you had the Honda.
Yeah, I love my Pilot.
Still
yes.
skirting around.
I know.
Dude.
I freaking every time
Fix
I see
your
a
posture. I got
oh
your back.
shit, my posture.
Yeah, I don't want you to be pissed at me later.
But
I'm lucky I can see myself, but I don't want you to get pissed at me later.
I know. I'm like I slouch a lot for somebody who's
I
like
slouch
chest
a lot.
up, chest up. I'm all like
Yeah, but you know.
I'm all slouched. But yeah. So no, I'm not a celebrity.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, it's kind of funny though, because we'll go to places.
Does that make it work, Mama?
And Jake's just like.
How? What does he do? Oh, because like everybody knows you.
Remember when we were taking pictures outside by
Where?
the for Notch?
Oh yeah, and some
those
some
girls
girl yelled at you. What
Hey,
did she say?
Yvette!
She said your name?
She said Yvette.
Oh, I
and
didn't hear that. That's fucking funny.
She's all Yvette, and she's like shake it or I
She
don't
was
know.
all, yeah, girl.
You look beautiful. I don't know, something kind of funny.
Oh, calm down. Man.
Yeah, okay.
Lower
we're all like, you're amazing.
I know, man. Just some good shit. Calm down.
She said something. We can ask Jared. Jared was there.
I think she said she said something nice. It was
I'm gonna
cool.
text him like, hey, Jared, what
did she say?
But
She said some nice shit. Though.
But like stuff like that does happen. Not like all the time, but
yeah. Well, you get noticed. I don't think people understand. Like our friends are cool because a lot of us will kind of just keep our successes to ourselves because we're all bred the same. We come from like very traditional, hardworking, Hispanic families, and we work hard and we don't brag about our shit. So like I've always told people that if they knew, I wish people could understand the amount of work that you put into your shit. I was like, I don't think like on the outside looking in, like you're this bubbly personality, and it's like, oh, it must be nice, like, but people don't understand. Like that's why I like when you post. Personally, I think it's really beneficial when you post all your like share the process because people don't understand what it took for you to get where you're at.
Oh,
and
like the videos.
Yeah, and I've told a couple people too. I'm like, dude, you don't understand. Like Ivet, like I don't know anybody else. Like I do know other people, but you, along with like other people, you are like the most consistent. You go to the gym every single day, but even if you don't, like you're very consistent with your wellness. So if you don't go to the gym, you're resting. Like you meal prep. You do all the things that you preach and you talk about, and like the coaches talk about, and the shit that people want to do. And I think that's super hard, and you should get some attention for that because I don't think people and your social media too, like that shit's hard. Like everything comes with a cost, right? Like social media is difficult to deal with, and there's some challenges there, I'm sure. But like as far as like on the physical front, like things that you do on the daily basis, like this shit wasn't overnight. All your successes, like Born Primitive, Whoop, like that's a big fucking deal to be, even for anybody, but even to be from like here, like a small town. I think it's so sick, dude.
Thanks,
like
Eric.
it's cool, dude. But even like when I met you, like, well, you were already on Born Primitive, right?
I was like an ambassador where like I had like a discount code, which I still do. But I was a different type of an ambassador. I wasn't really noticed yet because they had a lot. They have a lot of them, a lot of amazing people that love their clothing and get to have like a code and share and stuff. But after, not gonna lie, once I met you and Jared and all you guys, and then all these pictures started happening, they're like, Ivet, we really like what we see here. Keep it up. And I was, oh, that was cool. So then I'm gonna keep giving it to them, and then they're like, okay, well, we're gonna send you these things. Take pictures of them.
Yeah.
Okay, and it started like that, and then it was just like, okay, well, now you're doing X amount of like this and that in sales, so we're gonna give you this every quarter, and then this, and I'm like, oh, so
yeah.
And honestly, like, I love it because I really do like their clothes.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
And so like it's cool because I would never want to like tell people to buy something if I didn't like it or really believe in it. And I started wearing their stuff. Let me think of it, like 5 years ago. I'm not sure. It's been a while. When they had like 2,000 followers. Like they were
tiny.
They were starting out company, and I got in there the same time before they got really big because they're really big now, and they're just gonna keep getting bigger. They're amazing. And then next thing you know, I have like them messaging me personally and emailing me. I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting noticed. But a lot of it had to do with definitely your creativeness. So thank you, Eric.
No,
Yeah.
it's just cool. It's cool to like know somebody that has the success that you have and is sponsored and like supported by brands that you like. Like that's everybody's dream. Like you don't have to pay for clothes, supplements, shit like that. Like that's a nice spot to be in because then you can just focus on being a good coach, being, you know.
I got so, you know how I got crap for like being pregnant and working out?
Yeah, yeah.
So much crap for hashtags.
Oh, but that's how you get noticed, right?
Everybody would give me so much crap,
So-
and then little did they know, and did I know? I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just like, you're winging it, you
Yeah,
know.
you're trying to figure
You're
it out.
reading it. You're like, hey, all these celebrities and all these influencers are doing hashtags, so I need to do that too, you know. And then
Yeah.
I would learn, okay, you can't just hashtag anything of it. It has to correspond with what you're trying to get. And then it was just learning. I was just like
Yeah.
learning as I would go, and I would post. And then I would notice I would post something, but I'll have like multiple brands. And then it wouldn't get noticed by neither of them or any of the brands. But if I focused on just one brand per like post or story, well, stories weren't even a thing then. It was just
Yeah.
posts. It was
know
like the
how crazy
it was
how
like
it evolved,
the
huh?
it was like the repost thing
Yeah.
app or whatever.
And it would have like the white bars.
The
around
white
it.
bar.
Yeah.
And when I would focus on just one brand, then it would get noticed. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, okay, I can't double, triple dip. I have to pick one. I have to focus. And then I was just learning. And then the next thing you know, I'm like, okay, this is how you do it. And then I learned that not all hashtags are created equal.
Yeah.
Some are more visible than others. The time of day that you post, things like that. And then, and that's how it happened. But honestly, I think it was a pregnant belly that sold it to people.
The pregnant belly.
Then people were like, this girl is doing CrossFit, pregnant.
When you were getting in that like mode when you were starting like with social media, was the goal to try to get like sponsored by like a born?
Yes.
So that was the goal.
Not by Born Primitive. I mean, that was a big goal at the time
Yeah.
that I didn't know I wanted or could ever get.
Yeah.
But at the time was like, dude, I wanted people to send me free stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And so in what it was, it started off with when I was pregnant with Brock, there was this company, it's called I forgot what company it was, but it was like for postpartum. It was like a pregnancy girdle that you wear after. I know, it sounds funny.
Is that like one of those things that the Mexican girls wear?
Yeah, but it's for postpartum, okay? But like a faja, yeah,
to suck it
like
in.
one of those. And I was follow these fit moms, and they always show, look what I got after my baby, look at my waist. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I want that. And then so when I had Brock, I'm like, I'm gonna do a video and see what happens. And then
Yeah.
they're like, here, we'll send you. I'm like, oh, cool. And that was one thing. I'm
To
like,
get
oh,
some product.
you know, and I got stuff, and you have to review. And
Yeah.
so a lot of it was just like, okay, we'll send you this, but you got to review. And then I was kind of going down that route, like, ooh, not a lot of people, but there's sometimes you get like bot like messages by companies that a lot of people get messages from them. They're like, hey,
Yeah.
like looking for brand ambassadors, blah, blah.
Hey,
And
let's collab.
let's collab. Yeah, let's collab or DM or whatever.
fucking love those,
And
dude.
those at first would get me excited because I didn't know better.
Yeah.
And then I started reading it, and I'm like, and I would follow their content and their social media, and I'm like, this is not genuine. This is just like a mass like message to a lot of people.
Yeah, you could tell it was like a
Yeah, and I wanted something that was, hey, Ivet, we like what we see, you know. So that's when I noticed the difference to differentiate. Can't say that word. The difference. Differentiate. There we go.
That's a hard word. That's
I
a
know
hard
that's a
word.
big word. Let's spell it. But
I don't think I could.
but it's kind of cool. Like I'm still learning. Instagram's changing all the time. Now there's TikTok and there's Reels, and you kind of have to really. You're all fixing it for me.
No,
I'm
keep talking.
and you really have to keep up with it if you
Yeah.
want to grow with social media. But if that's not your thing, don't worry about it. But
Yeah.
with me, right now it's a thing, and it's done a lot of good for me.
Yeah.
Brought me a lot of opportunities, and if I make time for it and make sure I don't let it consume me, it could be good.
Yeah.
But like with any good thing, a lot of it could be a bad thing.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I see these TikTok accounts, and I'm like, oh, these are so cool. How do they have like I'm like learning more about TikTok right now,
Yeah.
and personally like how to use it. And I'm thinking, man, like these people, it's like their job every day to do
This is what they do.
to do this type of content and stuff. Same thing with Instagram. And then I ask myself, okay, what do I have to sacrifice in order to do this? Because I'm a very confident person, and I confidently say that.
Be your confidence, fix your posture.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There we go. I'm all slouching.
I'm so confident.
I'm so confident. But because this chair's relaxing.
Do you want this one?
You think that will help me?
Look at my lumbar, dude. Do you want to switch?
I'll do this. I don't need that shit. There. Oh.
You take it off.
There
You can have this one.
We can take it off.
Oh, I wish you could.
Rip the whole. Is this better?
Yeah, dude.
Oh.
Whatever's to make you more comfortable.
Crack my
Here, you
back.
can look at yourself right there.
Let me see.
There you go.
Okay, I think it's better. So what? I think it was the back. It was having this that made me.
Hey, we're learning, dude.
Yeah. I think. What was I saying? Rewind.
You were talking about learning about TikTok and Instagram and stuff.
And.
I'm sorry.
How? Can we rewind that? Just kidding.
Let's watch it.
No, I think I was saying how a lot of good things, if you could have it could have a negative thing.
Oh
on
yeah,
you.
too much of anything.
Yeah, too much of things. It could be a bad thing. And I sometimes I could see through the I read certain Instagram posts or I see pictures or TikToks and I see all the work they do to do this kind of product. I admire it, but at the same time, like, man, like deep down, they're probably have depression.
Yeah.
Insecure.
Shit's a lot.
Like you have to really know how to accept criticism, not always constructive but bad.
Yeah.
And a lot of these accounts are pretty open about it, and then they'll have all their normal content, and then randomly they'll have one where they're crying or they're talking about depression or whatever, and it all goes to show that not everything you see is what it really is.
Yeah.
It's everyone's highlight reel.
Yeah, it's just the good parts of people's lives.
Yeah.
Which is not necessarily a bad thing.
No, yeah. And so I find myself okay, Yvette, you accomplished a lot already. Yeah. What more do you want? But then I'm like, it's not bad to want more, because I do. We all want to, want to
keep growing.
So I don't want to stay where I'm at, but at the same time, I know if in order to grow, I have to move differently, I have to act differently, and gotta do more, right? So, but just finding the balance. So I'm really good about, if you notice, I'll post a lot of things the same time, because I'm sitting there. It's like my office time.
Yeah, 100%.
And I'll just I'll post for myself, the gym, anything else. I'll email people back. I'll talk to my clients of this and that. It's all happening in the same time zone.
Yeah.
And within an hour, all that is happening. And then I'm done. And after that, if I'm doing something with my kids or something funny is happening, I'll do some stories here and there. Yeah. Which I don't actively do as much as I used to, or I'll repost stuff. But the stories is where it could get time consuming, because you're not living in the moment. No. Like when I was in Hawaii, a lot of the stuff I took wasn't in the moment. It was just I would take the picture of the video and I would put my phone away. Then at night, I would post all of them at the end of the day. But I didn't want to be constantly post, because you're not really soaking up, the moment. So
yeah, and you got to lose a couple of those to really understand, because it can happen really fast. And now that the boys are growing up and stuff, because celebrities talking about John Travolta type celebrities, like crazy.
That's the one you pick.
I know. I don't know why I picked John Travolta. But mega celebrities, right? They don't post too much of their personal life, especially ones with kids. Dak Shepard, that's a perfect one. I was listening to Dak Shepard on a podcast, and they're talking about how they don't really post their kids because they don't want people to develop their own opinion about their kids
or how they're raising them.
So, or even then, they don't want everybody to know who their kids are before their kids can even develop a personality. Do you feel any sort of hesitation about posting the boys now that they're getting older?
I've noticed a difference in my content. I used to post a lot of family things and pictures of my kids and all that stuff. And I look back at it, and then some people will make fun of me. Oh, friends. Oh, a picture of not just you, Ivet, my thing.
Yeah.
In the back of my mind, I'm I know it looks oh, Ivet's just all about herself or whatever. Yeah. But at the same time, that's my Instagram. Yeah. And I'm sorry, but my beautiful little kids and my husband aren't getting a Born Primitive sponsorship. Yeah. They're not, or whatever, or they're not. My kids aren't wearing Whoop.
Yeah.
These people want to see me wearing those things, talking about those things, working out with the Whoop, working out with these clothes.
It's funny how people will tell you what you should post on.
Yeah, and I'm dude, if I could make it work with my kids, I will. Yeah. But at the same time, they want to see their products being used and showcased, and also I don't want people to know where I live.
Yeah, for sure.
and know every little thing about my life, because that's totally separate. Some people do a second account where it's like a personal, but then that's too much. I
That's
can't.
too much hopping back.
I can't do that. Too much because a lot of it could kind of cross, which it does, because a part of Make It Work Mom is being a mom, and that's where I got the attention from, social media, was because, oh, this mom is working out postpartum, like her transformation, like I'm gonna follow her, or I'm gonna see what she's about, because I like what she represents, and it's evolved now into like, now my youngest is 4.
Yeah, big boy.
He's 4 now, so now I got 3 big boys. But yeah, so I'll post like family pictures that we do, like, together, and like, or the kids' birthdays. Like today, Brock has his own little. You took all those photos. I'm so glad I found them.
That was when you were doing your qualifiers.
Mm-hmm,
That was fun.
It was kind of cute. I got sentimental about it because Brock would work out with me all the time in my belly. Oh. And then he was there watching me do like a qualifier for CrossFit. So
that's so cool.
That was pretty cool.
That's cool. That's dope when that stuff happens like organically. Good little things like that, and that's kind of the benefit of being around you guys all the time, is like you kind of get tapped into shit like that. And I didn't realize that too when you were doing your qualifiers. I was just like, oh, Brock's here, because he's never really there anymore. And it was funny, but I'm glad. That's funny. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
I'm glad he was there. Yeah, I don't like to bring them to the gym unless I'm there for like an hour. If I'm there for just an hour, cool. Yeah. But if it's more than an hour, they'll get like.
Dude, you changed my opinion about something. About like bringing like moms that bring their kids to the gym. I was listening to your podcast with Jordan, and you were talking to him about how important that like hour is for moms to try to come and work out, and how it can be so frustrating. Like, the baby or like the kid is doing good, but and like how hard it is for you guys as especially moms, to just get in the gym, and let alone to get a full hour of like exercise. And so when it happens, it's like, oh, thank God. But when it doesn't, how difficult that time is. So like now when like friends of ours, or like people come to the gym with their kids, I like think about when you said that, and I try to help, because I like little like the little girl, like Amelia, when she comes in, like her mom needs to go change or blah blah blah, and it's like, well, we're all here like as a gym, like help out. I just try to help out because I've taken that little girl's pictures forever, so I was like, let's just help out. So it's cool because like some things you just don't understand as a parent, like stuff like that. And
you know how many times Steven has held Brock for me?
Just
coaching him, just like, and then Brock's like
just so you can get to work, because like it's so hard.
I could finish whatever 5 minutes of whatever we were doing or stuff like that. Yeah. And also like so coaches have done that, and even other moms that are in there and it makes you really appreciate, because some of these moms, they probably maybe had dad or nana and grandpa watching the kid, and then they're finally free. Yeah. And they go and then they see another mom in the freaking trenches trying to get it through her day, and
the baby's freaking out.
And they're always the ones that unselfishly still help, even though they finally had their time, because they get it.
Yeah. And it was cool when you shared that. Like, I love that podcast with you and Jordan, by the way. He's so good at what he does. Like,
his dream board gets me every time. He's so cute.
I talk about him so much about when I do mine, because I think he deserves all the attention in the world, because he works hard. Like also like people don't understand all the work that goes into it. Like with Jordan's podcast, people don't understand like how much preparation he does.
There's so much prep work he did.
He has like a little book about shit that he wants to ask, and it makes me want to do better too, because like I'm like, how much preparation do I do? What am I gonna do? Where do I focus my attention?
You did do the setup though.
Yeah, so. Yeah. I'm more on the visual side. Jordan, that's why like it worked out. But I learned a lot from him when I watch him. Like I try to tell him too. I'm like, dude, his podcast is very inspiring, because he's very good about leading conversations and trying to get the narrative out. I wish he keeps doing it. When he doesn't do it, I get sad. But the one that you guys did was really nice, because I didn't understand that I never thought about that. And I never thought about how tough that can be. Because, like I had a little experience with it, and I understand how it is to be around like a 3-year-old. It's fun, but the working out part, like how hard it is for you guys to even get in there, then they don't get a quality workout. That shit's difficult.
Because like when something's on your mind and you're working out, it's already hard enough. Yeah. Well, imagine if that that something that's on your mind is also in front of you looking at you.
Yeah.
And
holy shit.
You know what I mean? So you're like, crap, I can't escape.
Yeah.
Yeah, but whew, make it work.
Dude, it's cool.
That's where it came from.
Yeah.
You have no idea how many different name hashtags I've done.
What were the top 3 names?
Oh my gosh, I can't remember. I'm so embarrassed. Oh my gosh, I think it was like functional fitness mama or something like dumb,
Mom
like
sexy as shit.
like something like it was. One was like I remember I wanted to put CrossFit mom in there, but those were taken.
Oh, okay.
And it makes sense because it's such a used phrase now. And then and I was like, you know what? Maybe not CrossFit. I'll do functional fitness. Something. I'm like, or like diapers and deadlifts. So I was just thinking of all these.
Oh shit! You were diapers and deadlifts right now, Jesus.
But isn't that crazy? Because that wouldn't work now.
You picked a perfect name.
It wouldn't work now, right?
Yeah,
so,
no, definitely
and then
not.
make it work,
You'd have
Mama.
to phase out. I think it was interesting because so you're in a different situation where your brand is around you. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine like having like a childhood star? Like I have a couple friends in Yuma. Yeah. Like we know people in Yuma that like. Well, my friends are Damien and Dion. Like their dad Eli.
Instagram.
Yeah. So like my friend Eli, his kids are Damien and Dion. They're famous on YouTube.
And they're getting bigger.
And they're getting older. Mm-hmm. And like their face, like and we were talking about the evolution of their channel. And I'm planning on having them on, but it's interesting how that changes and how and even like Linda, she came over to take pictures. We were talking about the evolution of Baby L, like it's Baby L style, and some names can kind of fit the way some stuff can work, but like your name fits perfectly because you're always gonna be a mom.
Yeah.
So you can always.
And I had no idea what I was doing when I did it. I'm just glad it worked out. Winging it.
And your brand's so fun too.
Winging it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This is it. The piña.
Oh,
and
yeah.
did the pineapple? Do we know where it started?
No, I think you're just obsessed with pineapple.
But why?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I really don't know either.
Honestly,
so much has changed in the last 2 years, dude.
I know.
Did you just side sip?
You could see this is a pineapple.
Yeah, you're so down for pineapples.
Yeah.
This one was fun.
Someone did almost ruin pineapples for me though.
Who?
They said that.
Oh, you don't say who, but.
Oh yeah. They said that pineapples means that you're a swinger. I'm not.
people, dude. There's always.
I'm like, what the frick? And I have a freaking welcome mat with a pineapple on it. Oh no.
This has to be a swinger song.
I know the swinger
You're gonna get
song.
a couple old people coming to your door.
I know.
With Borat suits on.
No. So I was like, I'm gonna put that doormat in the backyard.
Did you really?
But I'm not yet. But I do want to get one made for my front yard.
Yeah.
Where it says probably at Chick-fil-A.
That's funny. That's fucking.
Sponsor me.
Dude, if you get sponsored
if I
by
get
Chick-fil-A,
oh my god.
Do you have like a dream sponsor that like if you can have one right now that it would be cool to have, or like a couple that you'd be like that'd be sick. It didn't be big and it'd be small.
I mean.
Sprouts.
Sprouts.
Fries.
It would definitely be a shoe company. So,
these aren't your shoes.
I know. Oh yeah. Speaking of these shoes, these are not my shoes. But being sponsored by Nike would be sick.
Holy shit! How cool would that be?
Nike, Reebok, or Noble. Those 3.
That'd be sick.
That'd be cool.
Even a flow would be cool.
A flow?
A flow. That's like a skate term.
Oh.
Getting flowed. Dude, like, because growing up in skating, that's why, like, social was cool because. I
thought you meant like a flow, like go water, wrong water. I'm like, oh, yeah, like a.
Like a flow app.
Yeah.
Trying to be all hip.
I was like, wait a minute.
Trying to be all hip. I totally know what you mean. Just a
Okay.
flow app? Like a yoga app? No,
Keep going. What were we going to say? Like the skate.
Like in skating, that was like before social media and stuff. Like getting flowed means like you're getting flowed like boards or products or shoes. Like you're not like sponsored, but like companies would like give you shoes. And the idea of getting like sponsored was like a thing that I understood as like a kid because of skating. But then like as I got older, it became like it became more prominent with different brands and different genres of stuff. Like fitness is a huge one now, because there's so many products in like CrossFit, like jump rope, shoes, like gear, all that shit. You can be sponsored by anything. Even like, especially with like extreme sponsors, like sponsors galore because of the shit they're using. And it's cool now to see that, and they fucking Liquid IV like sponsors everybody. And you watch,
really?
dude, I think they sponsored Linda.
Do that. You take that all the time.
Take it every day, but I'm fucking at work for X-Endurance, the greatest company in the world.
I know.
Greatest supplement company in the world.
Me too.
You are sponsored, pretty much. But that stuff's great.
Them.
Me too. But I don't have to brag about them.
All the gains from them.
100%. Creatine.
I mean, plus working out, but I mean, they definitely.
It's funny what creatine does, huh?
Dude, creatine blew me up, but
too,
in
dude.
a good
This
way.
is
In a
crazy.
good way.
It's like the one supplement that I took and noticed something right away. I mean, with everything else, like physically, like everything else, you're like, oh yeah, definitely.
Shorty started taking them.
My guy blew
a year
up.
or two ago. Blew up. Like, Shorty, where the hell did those freaking steak slab lats came from?
Dude, Shorty was doing a pull up one time,
Yeah,
and I
huge.
swear to God, he had like pecs on his back, like
Probably
right here. He was doing a pull up, and I was like,
Chi-Chi's back there.
holy
Yeah.
shit, he big boy. Another really consistent dude.
Yes,
Them
he comes
fool.
every morning, 5 a.m. class.
Simply too early.
So consistency. You mentioned that earlier,
Yeah.
and I appreciate you saying that because sometimes I'm like, I don't even realize it. Like, dude, I fucking do that. I do this all the time, even when I'm tired, when I'm mad, when I'm sad.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
You know, and I ask myself, like, how did I get here? And again, I look at old photos a lot
Yeah.
with my little,
You got to.
like, you know, I look at all that stuff, and I remember taking, like, there's a picture I found. I was in a hotel gym, and we were on a family vacation, and I got a lot of crap
You're fucking working out.
because I woke up early, I breastfed Brock, put him down, and I went to go work out, and I was a little late to breakfast, to the hotel breakfast, like downstairs, right?
Yeah, I'm
And
down.
I was a little late because I went and showered and everything after I worked out, and I got a lot of crap from my family, not from my husband, but
Yeah.
from our,
Yeah.
in-laws.
People. Yeah.
People.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna name
people.
my mother-in-laws. Okay, no.
fucked up.
But like I got crap from my family members, like, oh, Ivet, like, really, you're on vacation, whatever. And then I look at that picture of me taking the selfie in the mirror, sweaty after
Yeah.
whatever I don't even remember what I did in the hotel room, but I
Crumbs.
remember that little workout. It may not have changed. It may not, like, if, let's just say I never have done it. I never did it. I never worked out that day. I probably would still look the same way I do right now, But that moment set me up for other moments to stay consistent.
Yeah.
It was a block. It was a building block to get me there. And if I skipped on some of those building blocks, I wouldn't be here today. How that was. But maybe one, I probably would have made it here. But that one was that was a true test of, like, being consistent. And I look at that picture and I appreciate it. And that's just one I'm thinking of. There's quite a bit where I'm like, damn, I did that. Especially the pregnant ones. I'm working out. It's like 120 degrees in my garage. I don't know where I got that willpower from.
Yeah.
I was like, literally, I was working out, and I just want, like, I know this shouldn't have been the main goal. My main goal, obviously, is making sure I have a healthy baby, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we know that. But I was like, I want to be so fucking hot after this. That was my motivation. Like, dude, like,
Just to be sexy?
no, I just wanted to be like, I want to fucking do this. Like, I just wanted to be strong. It was
Oh,
more
sure.
of like an endorphin thing.
You're strong
But
as
when you're
shit.
pregnant, you got, like, mom strength. Like, pregnant women are strong.
Yeah, Melissa scares me right now.
Yeah, we're just, like, raging with, like, all these hormones, and
Oh, God.
yeah, we're pretty strong, and we're thicker too. So
Is the nose thing real? Like
nose
pregnancy?
thing.
Like, do your guys' nose get bigger when you're pregnant? Is that a real thing?
nose get bigger.
Yeah.
Some people get bigger, or they have, like, I forgot what it's called, but it's like
Their
the
foreheads.
pregnancy mask, where you get, like, darker and it looks like a butterfly, like you're yeah,
Really?
or you get the linea negra, which
Oh, I seen that one.
most Hispanic women get that. Mine was like a freaking landing.
Is that from
strip.
is that from just the skin stretching?
No, it's just like it's just the discoloration of your
Oh, okay.
skin,
Just
and then
shit that happens when you're
yeah,
pregnant.
and then I get a lot hairier. Maybe it's because I had boys. I don't know, but I get So with me, I got stretch marks.
Yeah.
Cellulite, bigger boobs,
The classic pregnancy
hungry, heartburn, angry. I think I had a glow, but I think it was just more sweat.
Yeah, just sweating more.
Yeah. And I was always like, rawr,
Just angry?
just a bitch.
Just on Jake's probably like, preach.
I was.
Finally, she said.
Like when I was pregnant with Brett, I almost got fired from Wells Fargo. I was just.
You worked at Wells Fargo?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was a lead teller.
So you fucking.
It was my job in college. Yeah, in high school and college. And I was pregnant with Brett when I worked for Wells Fargo. all off subject.
No, that's
but I almost got fired because like somebody would give me attitude.
You would get it right
I
back.
gave it right back.
Come
I'm like,
on,
I don't give a
man.
fuck.
How old are you? Like fucking.
I was 19.
Yeah, you were
No.
young,
I had Brett when I was 21.
Damn,
so I was 20.
dude.
I was 20. But yeah.
You were 20 years old. That's so crazy.
I know. That was 10 years ago.
Holy shit.
Ish.
10?
Well, no. Brett's gonna be 9. So
What year was he born?
2012.
I just graduated high school. Like I've been a year out of high school.
That's crazy.
Damn. Well, you had him like right out of high school.
Yeah, I had him like 2 years after high school, pretty much.
Fucking A.
Jake and I got married real young.
I know, dude. That's your lover.
I'm like reflecting on the last 10 years,
It's crazy, huh?
and it's like, it's crazy.
Yeah. Everybody's path is so different. And just 10, and even 5 years. Shit, even 2.
Well, yeah, like since I met you, 3-4 years, how different things are now,
Yeah.
you know?
Shit's wild.
I remember when we hired you to be our photographer, like, it's so funny because we didn't know you,
Yeah.
but isn't it weird how the kids liked you right away?
Yeah.
Isn't that weird how that happens?
Yeah, some people got like, I don't know. I was lucky with that. Like, for some reason.
I mean, but all kids do.
Most of them do, but
my kids were like,
they're the homies.
we like this guy. And then next thing you know, like, you're like their Uncle Rico.
That's my guy. Those are my guys. I love those kids. Yeah, they were funny, man.
Yeah.
I remember when they were babies. Little babies. Like, when I met them, it was like almost 3 years ago. 3?
Yeah, Brock
Yeah.
was 1, so.
So, yeah, about 3. Brock was a little dude. He couldn't barely even talk. So, yeah, dude, that shit was crazy. It's cool. It's been cool. All of them, too. It's been cool.
I know we were talking about me, but.
I got pee.
You gotta pee?
Yeah.
Okay, go pee.
You want to take a break?
You did that because you knew I was going to
No,
talk
I
about
have to
you.
pee, too. I have to pee so bad.
Okay.
So, we got like.
3 minutes?
It's, yeah. Do you have to be out of here like 3? Yeah, huh? Because it's like 15 minutes away.
Oh, yeah, like 3-ish minutes, yeah.
That's cool. This is, yeah, you were right. It's about 2 hours long. It's a
Okay.
fucking long one, dude. This is fun, though. I like doing this shit. It's really, I enjoy it a lot. And I miss
I
doing
haven't cried
it.
yet, so that's good.
Yeah, you're not gonna cry.
Might.
I don't feel like crying. I gotta not hide that stuff. That's what my therapist
If
told
it happens, it happens. Your therapist?
me.
Are you saying one?
Yeah.
Are you recording already?
Yeah.
Well, all like for real heart to heart right now. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
And people are like, wait.
Wait a second. This motherfucker has a therapist?
Wait.
No, that's funny. Now is it the
I
yeah,
mean-
just to let that shit go, cause you hold on to like a lot of stuff, but a lot of it is more like subliminal. Like you hold on to shit, and even from like subliminal and very micro stuff. Like you have like an argument with somebody, like you hold on to it. Like when people say just let it go.
I can't.
Me fucking either. Me and my dad got into a little thing before this, and I was like,
I can't.
let it go. Like let it go, and that shit helps though, like a lot because
I hold grudges.
I know you
and
do.
I'm petty.
I know you are.
And I'm prideful.
Yeah, dude. But then you sent me that one post about the conversation thing.
Oh yeah.
That stuff helps, but sometimes
true.
you don't need to though.
I know you just liked it.
What do you expect, a novel out of me?
Yvette, thank you for just kidding.
I really appreciate you sending me this. This is profound in my day.
It's
and it
one of
changed
those
the
things where you
trajectory
don't
of
have to say anything. It's like it says it all right there. You
how
know?
I feel.
Yeah.
Just double like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then if I stay on there, then I'm gonna probably message somebody else back or look at
I
something
remember
else.
it was something like a lot of like pretty much heartache and broken friendships and relationships would have been avoided if you just have a conversation with people. Or
Yeah.
Or
just a misunderstanding. Like misunderstandings are so
Dude.
common, dude.
misunderstandings are I read this quote. Misunderstandings are something about that's how you. I forgot. I plugged it up.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, misunderstandings is more common than I don't know.
Just give me the premise, huh?
The premise is that nothing will drift you more apart than not miscommunication, but misunderstanding will yeah, I fucked
Yeah.
up. Okay.
No,
anyway.
you definitely have to speak up. Like, I think I had told you about the book a long
Please
time.
edit all that, okay?
No, I'm gonna, people are just gonna know you for what you. There's a book called The Four Agreements, and like, just growing up is interesting, and it's fun because this whole life is about like learning shit, and it's cool because you read something. Like I like to read books, listen to podcasts. You read something or hear something at one point in your life, and you're like, okay, I think I understand it. But then like as you go through life, those things start to hold reverence. Like they make more sense. Like the thing that you sent me, it made like it hits harder because you experience more life, and it hits. So
You can relate to it.
you can relate to it on a more, you can actually understand it rather than like, and you feel it, and you know like, oh, okay, you know, let something go. Something profound had to happen to you in order for you to understand that. And unfortunately, fortunately, that's just part of life. Shit's gonna happen, and that's the only way you learn. You don't learn when everything's all good. That's why that video, that reel we made of Steven was really cool, because he was talking about what I really liked that he said to those kids was that he was saying everything's all good when you're winning. It's when you're losing, that's what really defines like your character. When shit's going bad,
how you deal with
how
adversity.
you deal with it. Yeah, because really like everything.
We all have it. But
yeah.
The people that make it out is by how they chose to handle it.
Yeah, 100%. And like, yeah, we have reactions and stuff, but it's like how you move forward from those things. That shit's crazy, and that's why life is like very fun in that sense, and like interesting because and it's important to be patient because you're gonna experience shit at a different pace than other people. You're gonna understand what heartbreaks mean at a different time, what death feels like at a different time, and adversity to you, and your adversity is no different than mine. There's no one that's more important than the other one. It's just
when Steven mentioned how all this is happening to him, but he has to remind himself how someone always has it worse.
Somebody always has it worse.
Every person I know that's been through like a tragic experience has said the same thing.
Yeah.
And when he said that, I was like, oh my gosh, like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, what a strong way to look at it, and to be able to, a strong way, but I don't want to use the word positive, but what a strong and
it is positive.
Yeah, positive. I guess it's
because what happens is like him and I had talked about that a bunch. Well, we talked about it, is like, it's like when you lose like a parent, it's a club you don't want to be a part of, and not even just the parent thing, but like those like understanding. It doesn't have to be parent. It doesn't have to be loss of a parent. Anything that happens to you tragically, like. Everybody understands that at a different level. A lot of people understand that are in poverty too. Like you get those gems that come from poverty that just understand the quality of life a little bit different. Or people that like come from like an alcoholic or like a drug household. Like some people fall right into that. Others understand like, oh, either I can make the best out of the situation and understand like, oh, I don't want to be that, or I can just fall right back into it. And when you're in pain, like, the knee-jerk reaction is to put that pain on other people because that's energy. You need to put it on other people. But when you're surrounded by like love, like Steven and I were at those times when our parents passed, is like all you know to do is to be positive and understand that other people, like in our situation, his mom lost a husband, my dad lost a wife, and that's way worse than. And it's like, and I don't like saying worse or better, but like. Because that's the thing, is because I don't like to say it that way, but what he means is it holds a lot of what he means is, because I don't want to say what he means doesn't.
It kind of goes with someone will always have it worse.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah, and like somebody is struggling because like the only thing about that.
And your dad might look at it that way too for him, because like. What if he lost you or your brother? And and you know what I mean?
Or he could have lost all of us.
Yeah.
It could always be worse.
So that's like, it's kind of where that kind of comes in.
I like the notion of, personally, like, and I'm not saying nothing's wrong with what he said. I personally like the notion of it could be worse for you.
That too.
100%. Because I don't like comparing my life to anybody else's, because everybody's situation's different, because then in that this is just me. In that sense, you're getting affirmation from other people's situations, and like if it's for good, then that's okay. Me personally, like, because I understand like your life, that would happen to you, your life is different. All I know is from my experience how, all I would know was just to give love, and that's really all you can do. And any of those situations, and anybody's in poverty is or not poverty, but in going through something traumatic, is just to to be supportive and give love, and understand for you is like.
I just remember that day when Jake and I, the kids, came here. I never feel so much love.
Dude, that was
I don't want to cry, but I'm not going to. But
it's okay.
That's an example.
Yeah.
Probably one of the experiences I've had in my life where I felt like that.
Crazy, huh?
It was with you and your dad and your brother.
Yeah, that like love like that is so crazy because you wouldn't think that you would get so much love. Oh, you wouldn't think that type of love is possible when somebody is gone, you know. But it's the type of energy that people leave. It's a beautiful thing. It's very odd.
The kids running around.
Yeah. It was a crazy time for sure. In the middle of COVID, it was very supercharged. But yeah, dude, it's
What fell? Oh, your skateboard.
My fucking board.
Your
dude.
prop.
Yeah, this is the homie
Decor.
made this. My homie made this. I have cool homies. But yeah, dude, I didn't think we were gonna. I told you I didn't want to cry. I'm not gonna cry. I think we're at that point in life now where you can talk. You get like more comfortable talking about it. Like I won't talk about it ad nauseum because everybody knows what happened. But
I'm one of those. I think I sent you the thing. Like I'm at that point in my life where you give me a long hug, I'm just gonna cry.
Yeah. That's fucking weird because that's real.
Dude, if you just, I don't know. Like when people ask me like, "Are you okay?" or "What's wrong?"
Because you bundle all
when
that
I was
energy.
fine, but then they ask you that, and you're
yeah, and then you don't want to explain it, but then you end up explaining it. Yeah, it's crazy. There's like this thing I read where it's like a transfer, like a certain time of giving a hug, like transfers a certain amount of energy. Like if you hug for like
X amount of
so like a
seconds or
real
whatever.
hug is like something around like the ballpark. I wish I remember. It's like 30 seconds. If you hug somebody for 30 seconds, you really feel like this is a transfer of like energy.
Oh wow!
You know what I mean? When you hug somebody for like
I'm
that long.
hugging everybody.
I rub Steven in the back. He gets all pissed.
I'm gonna be like this to everybody.
Just wait 30 seconds.
Yeah, just
15's good. Yeah, and it was funny.
We do so many like.
I hate those,
Yeah.
and I hated those in high school. I don't know why I do it to people now. I'm just like, hey, what's up? Because I don't want to sit there and fucking.
You do pat Steven's back. I noticed that.
I rub his back. He's all stressed out.
Trying to get him upright.
Yeah, just trying to get him upright. No, it's just fun. I don't know where I got that from, but one day I just sat there and like started rubbing his back. He's like, "What are you doing?" I was like,
"He doesn't
back,
stop
dude."
you now.
He likes it. But I started doing it to other people. It calms people down. It's just like a little like it's a comfort thing. Like just I'm sure Jake does it to you and stuff.
He cracks my back.
Dude, last time you cracked my back, you almost that shit hurt.
Let's do it again right here.
No, I'm not. No, that shit's gonna break, dude.
Dude, it popped.
Yeah, because you broke my back. I don't like your obsession with breaking backs. It hurts.
I love cracking backs.
I'm not gonna let you crack my back.
I need to make a work mama waiver, and I will crack your back, and I will stand on you.
No, definitely not.
It sounds all sexual.
Sounds like one of those crazy time massages.
All crazy. Hey, when I signed up, just kidding. No.
Massages was one of those weird ass things where, when I first got one, I wasn't sure if I was supposed to get naked or not.
Oh, you're all like face up, no blanket.
Well, I got like I didn't know like now I know I don't get naked. I just go in like my boxers. But like when I first got one, I think I was naked, to be honest. I wasn't
you could
sure.
be naked.
You can, and they actually prefer it.
Yeah.
Because the clothes like get in the way. But I don't want that to happen. I was like it makes me feel uncomfortable. Like definitely never ever with Sandy because she's a friend. But with the stranger lady, the first time I got one, I thought that was what I was supposed to do. So I got naked, but she did some crazy shit where like she got on the table and like you know how like you crack backs and like we're on the floor.
Yeah.
She just did that on the table. Like she got on the table and just like and she was on the table like a
where
monkey.
Where they put my knee up like in a like a 4. And I don't have underwear on. I'm like I'm about to fart right now. This chick she like drived it up there and she had her knee and elbow and all this different stuff.
Christ.
And then my knees up like up to my. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna fart. It's gonna happen.
Fart.
It's gonna happen right now. And the whole time I'm trying to take in the knots.
Yeah.
At the same time holding in my fart.
Shit.
It's the worst. But yeah, I mean I don't wear chonies, but
when you get massaged by Sandy?
But I hear guys do because it's kind of.
Maybe I'll wear a Speedo.
With tanga, banana hammock.
Not wearing a banana hammock. So we're about almost 2 hours in. It's 2:43, and you have to be out of here by 3. Did you want to talk about your guide a little bit? Your new guide? Yes, you do.
I do. Yeah.
So you have 2 new guides out. So you have not 2 new guides. You have 1 guide. The 4-week home booty program, which has been out for about a year.
Yeah, it's like a year anniversary was like coming up, or maybe already
About
happened.
a year.
Yeah, it's been a year.
And
So thank you,
now-
everybody. I appreciated your guys' support. I got a lot of like messages with like I got a lot of butt messages, a lot of booty.
She
Booty
got a
pics
bunch
in
of
my
booty
DMs.
pics. Huh?
Yeah. So I appreciate it. I love it. I love seeing like the transformations, and not only that, but the confidence. And I got a lot of feedback on, oh my gosh, my butt, but also like waist and like slimming down, inches lost. So that's great. The next guide I didn't want to do a booty guide 2.0 or anything like that, because the original booty guide on there, it'll talk about progressive overload. So making sure you, as you get stronger, to increase weight and blah, blah, blah. So I felt like a second booty program, it wasn't the time for it. Maybe for a gym setting, I could do one. That's something that's in the back of my mind. But I'm like, what else can I do for people that don't have access to a gym or personal trainer, or need something to get done at home, minimal equipment. And I hear a lot of my abs, my core, this, that. I hear that a lot. And honestly, a lot of it is, I don't know why I'm looking at the camera.
Yeah, I wasn't going to stop you, but yeah, right here, man. Just.
But a lot of it.
Okay.
It's because you said.
Fuck me, right? Just.
Because the way you said you want to tell them, and I'm like, oh yeah, them.
I did say that. You know what? In your defense, I did say that. That was my fault.
So
That
I
was
was
bad
like,
podcasting.
okay, wait, rewind. Hi, Eric.
No, don't.
Okay,
Okay.
so.
Why are you twiddling your ears? You need to
like,
lower it, dude.
I need to lower it.
Lower it.
Lower it down.
Lower it, dude.
So, do you say turn it down? Wait, this is not the same thing. This is actually lowering it down.
Yeah, it's like the volume when you like somebody tells you to turn down the volume. Do you say turn it down or lower it?
We want to know.
Poll. You say turn it down or lower
Yeah,
it?
turn it down, lower it
I'm
down.
not gonna do it. That's why I need a social media person to do it for me.
But
So yeah, the origins of the cardio guide
is to help with your core, and because I got a lot of feedback on, hey, I want to work on my abs. So in the cardio guide, it's going to be exercises are body weight, exercises total body. So you're going to work out your entire body, so you could actually get your sweat on, get endorphins in, get your cardio up. And then on there, we talk about nutrition and the importance of it, how to properly make a meal, because that goes super hand in hand with your fitness.
Yeah.
If you're not eating right, you're not going to get the results. You might at first for the beginning part, but then your body's just going to get comfortable with the way it's eating, the way it's working out, and then your results will no longer happen. You'll just be stuck there. And that's when people plateau, right? So with this, it'll teach you the importance of the 3 food groups that I talk about there. Not food groups, sorry. The macronutrients. So protein, carbs, and fat. Talk about the why they're important and how you incorporate them in a meal, as well as the workouts. So 4 weeks, little to no equipment. And I think the longest one's like 25 minutes. So they range from 12 to 25-minute workouts. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Will be available.
So,
this comes out tomorrow on a Thursday.
Yeah, because today's Thursday, even though it's Wednesday.
Oh, today's Thursday. Okay, well, depending on when you watch this, it will be out on a Friday.
It's going to be out Friday, July 23rd.
Uh-huh.
Got it.
Where do you buy it?
My website.
Yes.
There's going to be a website. I'll have a link on my bio on Instagram, but my website is YumaSeen.com, right? Is that you did it?
Yeah. I'm like, wait, yeah, I did make it. Yeah, Dahl.
Yeah, YumaSeen.com. It's pretty easy. I think if you Make It Work Mama, you'll find it that way too when you search. And then it'll be on there under guides.
Your bio too.
Yeah, bio. And then it'll be under with guides. So you'll see my booty program plus my cardio program. And then there's also t-shirts still and tanks. And then
Let's whip this guy out, huh?
Yeah, so that's the tee. I didn't wear the tank because I wore the tank last time on Jordan's thing.
Evet got pissed at me because I didn't wear a shirt.
Oh, yeah. I wanted him to wear his. He wanted to wear his new shirt, his tie-dye shirt.
It's sick.
It is pretty cool. And he didn't wear his hat.
Oh, yeah. But there's a hat right here.
Yeah, there's a hat right there. The pink one.
It's got a pineapple bud on it.
Yeah, and then these are Eric's shoes because he just wanted to show off his new shoes.
Yeah, dude, I had to get fresh shoes. I have a shoe addiction.
We all do.
Yeah, well, good thing I'm not buying $350 dunks on StockX. I look at them at night, though.
The heck?
Yeah, dude, I've been
Jeez.
close. I bought these two.
Oh, yeah, those two.
Do you like these?
Which ones are these?
77 Blazers, baby. I like those a lot.
How would I look if I wore these?
You look cool. Katie
Think
bought them.
so?
Yeah, everybody look cool. You just gotta wear high socks. I mean, I'm a fan of high socks, but anybody else?
I've been wearing high socks too.
No,
The
you
little
wear
cruise.
those fucking. You wear the ankle socks.
The little ankle socks.
I like the ankle socks. They're cool. I think I might rock them.
I wear the ankle ones because the regular ones go up to my knees.
No, that.
I have a
need help.
problem.
You don't pull. Your son does the same thing.
Yeah, I tell.
And I told him, I was like, come over here. And I like pulled his socks down. I was like, there you go. Because they were like, yeah.
all the way up.
Yeah, down to the full.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, dude.
But even regular like socks, they're still like big on me.
They're going to be pulled up, but you got to scrunch them down. So if you
okay.
ever see a Diego, I did a Diego, I had to like pull them down.
Yeah, did Tim too?
Yeah, they're too high. It bothers me, dude.
I would have loved to watch you do that. That's to be like, what the hell are you doing?
He was wearing Star Wars socks, I remember. I had to pull him down. I was like, pull him down.
What did he say to you?
I don't remember. Probably talking shit.
Yeah.
He'll be here Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, I should get him on the pod, actually. We're going to go golf.
He's gonna be here Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna golf with you?
Oh, yeah. We're going to go golfing, dude. What are we at? 18 minutes? All right, we got time. Yeah, dude, we're going to go golfing.
That's gonna be fun. I need to bring him a hat. Well, actually, I'm gonna leave this one here. This is for Diego.
That
So-
pink one for that big ass dude?
Yeah, we'll give him that pink
Real
one.
men wear pink?
Yeah, he'll wear that one. And you wear your black one.
All right, I'll do that.
And then post a selfie and tag Yvette.
All right, we can do that.
There
Oh,
you go.
this is bothering me now.
I know, we all messed it up.
Yeah,
There we go.
It's all about aesthetic here.
Are you wearing these today?
No, I'm not wearing those till I leave.
So they're fresh.
Yeah, dude. I might take both if I can, but I'm only gonna wear the one. Probably.
So why did you buy your new shoes?
I don't know. Hey, we gotta go now.
No, we don't. Last time you had to pee and you cut me off because you knew
Yeah.
where we were going.
Yeah.
So
Well, everybody
we're
kind of
talking
knows now.
about how a lot has changed the last 3-4 years since we've known each other.
Yes.
And I'm a firm believer in people come into your life for a reason.
Cause havoc. Cause
That's
chaos.
lessons to be learned, experiences to be made,
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah. And honestly, not only did Eric and a lot of our friends kind of help with, with my personal success with social media and the things that are going on in my life and my family. The way I'm talking, like looking over.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing. Just kidding.
Anyways, Eric,
Yeah.
you've grown big time
Thank
since
you.
I've met you.
Thank you.
We hired you as a family photographer,
That was fun. Yeah.
and now tables have kind of turned where you're hiring me to do big jobs for you for certain
Am I?
companies, right?
Yeah, I guess
And
so.
then now
Uh-huh.
I'm the bottom of the barrel of your clients
No, you're not.
because
You're stupid. We just finished
freaking
your guide.
Matt Frazier is
Fraser.
Fraser
Fraser.
Fraser
I don't wanna get in
is
trouble.
hired Eric. And if you guys don't know who that is, he's like the fittest man in the world.
Yeah, dude.
And Eric's going to
hyped.
be going to the CrossFit Games to be his little
Steven says assistant. It's so
assistant,
funny.
his assistant.
Yeah, I'm going to the games.
Pretty much you're going to be his assistant. and
I'm taking pictures for his social media. I'm in charge of shooting content for his social media while he's at the games.
and then you're also going to be doing stuff for Exendurance too.
Josh Bridges.
Yeah.
Just Bridges.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not X and D this time.
No. So
No.
so two well-known.
Fucking legends, dude.
And did you think you were ever going to do this kind of
Never
stuff
did.
before?
I never thought I never even.
Could you
thought I'd
start
go to
off
the
with,
CrossFit
like,
games.
Food stuff.
Skating.
Kinda. Well, skating.
Wait,
I
with
mean,
what?
Well, like when you start your professionalism with like photography, like you're doing a lot of like advertising food stuff.
Yeah, like I worked at an advertising agency and I
Uh-huh.
did like we worked for like we had like Pocky, those little biscuit sticks. We had like Pocky, we had like Peter Piper, shit like that. So
Mhm.
yeah, a lot of food and like it was fun. It was
And
cool.
did you
for
ever
a
think
while.
you were getting into the fitness industry? Like
No,
this?
because I didn't even really work out before I moved back to Yuma. I was like
Mhm.
playing soccer. I like worked
It's
out.
kind
a
of
little
cool
bit.
though, because if you watch like the people who film the CrossFit, like games athletes or any kind of like sport,
Yeah.
they all are athletes themselves. Like they all work out too.
Yeah, like
Isn't
the
that kinda-
Buttery Bros. Those
Yeah,
dudes are
because you
jacked.
kind of need to know like
The movements
how they
and shit.
move,
Yeah.
the culture, like
Yeah.
to really capture like them,
Yeah.
in photo and video. So
To understand it. No, dude, not at all. Like it was fun. Like even shooting. I didn't realize I was gonna do CrossFit. That was a total accident. I think I've told that story before.
you jumped the fence and
I jumped the fence. It was like right after I took your
and
pictures.
did a ring muscle up.
I tried. Yeah, I tried, and then just shooting stuff for Steven, and then helping. It's so crazy how shit works out. Because if it wasn't like as fucking crazy as it sounds, like this is gonna be a like 500,000 foot breakdown. if it wasn't for Aiden, if Aiden didn't get sick, I wouldn't have been as involved. But Aiden getting sick, I got more involved and then helped out more, which I was honored to do. And then over the years, just helping out. And then, you know, having that with Steven, making the apparel, which is fun as shit. And then shooting the apparel, people working out, working for X Endurance, which was sick. Going to the games once, which was awesome. And then now being able to work for Fraser is the opportunity is pretty cool. I'm like, I never wanted to talk about it because I was like I for some reason I get weird about like really cool opportunities like that. Like I don't want to put it in the universe because I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to ruin it. Like even when it happened, I didn't want to like say anything because I was like, God forbid. Because like
I know you told me like hours after you found out. I was pissed.
No, it's because like even Cancun, like the small thing, like not even small, but like when I had to go to Cancun last year, like in October, I got COVID, and I was like, fuck, this is what happens when I get when I talk about it. Like because what happens is like I had it's and I'll just what do we have like 5 minutes. So like, and it's almost perfect. It'll be right at 30.
Really?
Yeah. So like even what's it called? Even like prior to the games, like I was telling you, I wanted to prepare. Like I wanted to make sure everything's good. I'm dialed in. Like I think of it as like how I watch like UFC fighters train for a fight. I was thinking about it that way. I was like, I'm gonna prepare, not assume that I know how to shoot anything. Practice making the reels, shoot, CrossFit, make sure I'm understand the movements and just be in tune like I always do. But I had to take a break because I go overboard, dude. Like I was like going to sleep at like 2 the last week and like waking up at fucking like late.
Isn't it weird how some weeks it's like
yeah,
and then like this week we had time to do this.
Well,
and,
I had
I
said like I had to push everything off because I was like I need to just chill because I'm not chilling. And then I
that
get
kind
like,
of went with Steven's live today too.
Yeah, that's what he was talking about.
How work pays off, but you
gotta rest.
Being kind to yourself too.
It's like very ironic that he posted that because what he said today, and we didn't even have a conversation about it.
You guys are just like
yeah, we're joined at the hip. We're bros. Exactly what he said today is exactly how I feel. I was like, oh, I need to slow down because that's how like. Because then, like, your nervous system goes up, you get anxious, and then you don't sleep, and then you get sick, and then you can't go to the fucking thing.
Yeah.
And that's what I was afraid of.
And you're paranoid that you're scared. Do you have to take a test to go?
I have to take a COVID test when I get there.
Oh, my gosh. Like, once you get there, they get to take it?
Yeah.
That sucks. What if you have it?
Oh, my God. Don't say that.
No. I mean,
Joe was like, Joe said, it's like, you can't get it again. And I'm like, well, hopefully not. So, but like every day, I'm like, I need to relax though, and like stop looking at the whoop.
I don't think I ever got it.
You're a superwoman, dude.
And if I did, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that found out that they had it just because of work or.
Did you ever get an antibody test?
No, I want to do one. I should probably do one.
Nah, it doesn't matter, dude. At this point.
I'm curious.
No,
but no.
Who gives a shit?
I don't.
At this point too, like, doesn't matter.
That's true.
It's fucking.
It's more for teacher purposes, but.
Yeah, like, well, if it wasn't handled so poorly, like the way to go about it, you know, people wouldn't feel the need to like get tested all the time. Like, unfortunately, like shit that happened.
There was a time where people were doing it every other weekend because they were so paranoid.
Yeah, well, nobody knew. We didn't know enough, and even now, like, we don't know enough too. Like, and God, like, I never wanted again. It was fucking horrible. It was like one of the worst things I ever went through. That shit sucked. Like, even now, I feel like a lot of it's like mental. Like, I don't know how much of it now, like, I still deal with because I have like a little like respiratory thing and all the time. But
I do hear the same from people that they had it.
But then again, I don't know if I feel that way because I've heard people talk about it or if it's like in my head. So like this week, it's just ironic how it all works out. But like this week, I'm like, you know what? Forget all that. Just rest. You do what you have fun. Essentially, like till I go to the games and at the games and for the rest of my shit.
Going to the game.
Yeah, it's just to have fun because I just gotta do what got me into the dance. And I was like looking at other people's shit and like getting. Because the people that I'm shooting with too, there's another guy going. He's really fucking good.
What's his name?
Oh, his name's Waikey. He's like he's shooting like a vlog for them. He's really fucking good. He seems really nice. Older guy. Like
I'm excited for you to be around people that are in your same industry.
Yeah, it'll be cool.
Like to learn from each other and also like, oh, I need to level up or it's cool.
Yeah, I just can't compare myself in a negative way.
No, but like
I have a tendency of doing
it's
that
good
shit.
to be around that so you're like. Keeps your motivation up because I love being in a room with people better than me.
Yeah, I love
it.
Yeah.
I don't. It's like
you all fired up. Huh?
I get fired up and I I just turn it on, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, and it always comes down to always be. You don't have to be the best,
Mm-hmm.
but you gotta be the hardest worker.
Yeah, and I appreciate.
Mhm.
I agree with that notion.
Mhm.
I like being around other
Mhm.
photographers and videographers,
Mhm.
but not as much as I like just being around people who are really good at their thing. Like how you're very good at your thing.
Oh, like being around people that are motivated like
Just
that.
that are
Uh-huh.
obsessed with their craft. I
Uh-huh.
love people like that. I can give a shit about another.
It could be a random thing, but if they're passionate
If
about
you
it,
fucking loved juggling
uh-huh.
and you are so hyped on it, I appreciate
yeah,
that
that's
more than you being another really good photographer. I don't give a shit.
yeah. It doesn't have to be the same thing.
Dude,
Just
I
being
honestly,
around people that are just
yeah.
motivated.
Because
Yeah.
I like,
Mhm.
obviously, I get influenced by certain photographers, like the ones that I have made me
Mhm.
develop my style, from a different era. But like, I get more hyped on people who are, yeah, like I was very watching you do your guide and do
Mhm.
it the way you do it is fucking cool.
Oh, how I did it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love seeing that shit. Like, what?
I was excited when you found the formula of what
Yeah,
of my
I thought that was
brain.
cool. See, I love shit like
Yeah.
that, and I like hearing about how Steven, the way he thinks about his programming. Like and he's obsessed with that. Like, who's another really good example? Like chefs, like people like that, people that are upset, like Joe from Sun Charmer.
Mhm.
What he does is so foreign to me and it's a different thing.
Oh, I hit them up for my birthday party, so
Fuck,
we'll
it's
see
gonna
what
be
they
good.
say.
He's
I'm
the shit.
excited.
But like stuff like that, real quick.
Guys, I'm turning 30
Yeah, you are.
September 25th.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
turning 30.
All right, we'll wrap this up real quick.
I'm just everybody, that's my birthday.
Calm down.
Party out. Just kidding. I don't
I'm
know.
gonna put it on my Google Calendar because I forgot.
Do it. And you have something that day, I think.
Yeah, you're all pissed. Anyways, but
Cancel it.
people that are really hyped on their craft, like I said, it can be fucking juggling. Those are the people that I like being surrounded by. That's why I like being surrounded by
What's
other
that
people.
quote? Surround yourself with people the motivated, the inspired, the grateful.
Something like
Like
that.
something
I
like
don't know.
that.
You're
It's
good at that.
true.
Yeah,
I know.
100%. Because they transfer energy, and then
Mhm.
you take
It's
different things.
contagious.
Yeah, because I have my ways of doing things, and like, yeah, I can learn from other like photographers, designers, and stuff, and I do, but I get more inspired by like I get really inspired by filmmakers and like composers. Like a lot of the stuff that I do, I take a lot. That's why I watch Star Wars every day, because the way that they compose the music. Like if
When you
there's
say Star Wars, like the movies or the show?
all of it. All of
Okay.
it. The way the stories are told, the way they're written, the music, the
Can
way.
I tell you something?
What?
I've never watched Star Wars.
That's okay.
I watch bits and pieces with Brett,
The Mandalorian.
but that's about it.
It's
yeah.
okay. It's so fun, dude. It's cool. Like, it's not for everybody, but I really enjoy it. I just enjoy the story.
Where do I start?
To
To start how they were out, or do you suggest we watch
you
them
can
in a
watch them
certain
from
order?
like you can watch them
for
from
how they
like
were made?
yeah, because they were made 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, and then oh wait,
Or should I watch them in order?
7, 8. You can watch them in order. Just make sure somebody can explain it to you because you're gonna have a lot of questions. No, maybe not. You
I have
just
a lot of
watch
questions
it.
about everything. So
Yeah, I hated when we would go to the movies and we'd watch a movie with my mom. She'd always like
every time.
she would always fucking say what was gonna happen. He's gonna die.
Oh, she knew. Oh, she
She's
was
gonna
one
die.
of those.
He's gonna die. Blah blah blah. I'm like, stop. Like she would always say what was gonna happen.
I'm the one that's like asking questions.
What's going on?
When we both
What's a
we're,
lightsaber?
we're both watching the same movie for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're gonna know.
Like, I don't know. Dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm watching it the first time.
yeah,
Too.
yeah, that's me.
I know. I'm like bad about I like watching movies by myself. Cause then, yeah, I don't want people to like.
I'm gonna ruin it for you.
Yeah. No, I love movies and like film.
What if I watch Star Wars with you,
Yeah, we can all watch it together.
and then like you won't be mad if we're asking questions?
No, I like it
Oh, okay.
because I've watched some.
Because
Like,
you watched already.
numerous
Okay.
times. If it's the first time,
Then
for
yeah,
sure
shut
don't
the fuck
talk.
up. Yeah.
Like
Oh,
we
can I say
watched,
that?
nah, we watched like the new series of Bad Batch like outside the studio, and like nobody has ever seen it except for me, and nobody knew what was going on. It was like Steven, Jer. It was like Steven, Jer, Daisy, and Keeks, and none of them knew what was going on except for me.
This is a cool movie, but what's happening?
No, they were just like on the phone sometimes here and there,
Oh.
and I'm like super into it,
Appreciate
telling
this.
people to
Just
shut
kidding.
up. And I'm like for sure stop talking. No, I didn't say that.
No, seriously. Shh.
No, but it was Star Wars is cool, but shit like that, like just like filmmakers and the way they do their stuff, because it's a process, and I like the attention to detail. And like with films and stuff, like I've been watching a bunch of behind the scenes about Star Wars and stuff, and I just like how much effort things take, because especially when things seem like they're
How long have
easy.
you been into Star Wars?
Like really how I am now,
Yeah.
like not even a year.
Yeah, I feel like within the last year or so, it got
Yeah,
really,
I got really into it. Once The Mandalorian came out, it got me like into it. And then and then COVID happened, and then my brother told me to watch the Clone Wars, and it's like a cartoon series, and it's like 9 seasons, and I watched it all during like the pandemic, and I'm like fully into it because I wouldn't have watched it, I don't think, if it wasn't without the pandemic. But I got like really into the story, into the characters, like understanding. Yeah, it's just cool, like all the development stuff. But I don't know, dude. Everybody has their shit. Like people like the Avengers and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I just like Star Wars because it's just written really well.
Like people are into like that or like certain comics. And
yeah,
like,
and it's
like,
cool.
All these different things. What was I gonna say? The boys, Brett really likes The Mandalorian.
Yeah, Mandalorian's cool.
And he has Baby Yoda with him all the time.
Oh yeah, you got a little gat, huh?
Do you feel like Baby Yoda
He's
just
right
got
here.
popular all of a sudden?
He's right here.
Oh wait, this is the guy.
Got a
Yeah, this
little
is the one
Mando.
that we gave you, right?
No, that was on
No,
my cake. This is
no.
the one that
Oh,
you
it's not
gave
your
me.
cake?
You gave me a little R2.
Oh, we gave you this one. Yeah, cute. Where's the big ass stormtrooper?
They're over there.
Oh, Baby Yoda.
Yeah, it's my guy right there.
This is a tiny guy. He
Yeah.
could go in here.
He went on my cake. They put him on my cake. I don't think I have
I
anything
would have
else.
ate him
Star
on
Wars.
accident. Oh, that's tiny.
Yeah, they put him on there.
Well,
Yeah.
cool.
You put him in the wrong spot.
I'm sorry. Okay, sorry.
Okay. Well, yeah, no, they're.
You're just like, just stop.
I'm
Just
like,
stop.
you can leave now. Yeah, a bunch of cool shit everywhere. But yeah, dude.
Eric,
It's about what's
we
up. Dude?
finally did it.
Potty? That was fun. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it.
I can't believe it.
You're stupid. You're
Tell
so
the
dumb.
backstory about this.
No,
Why?
there's
Tell
no
them-
backstory.
Tell them the backstory.
There's no backstory.
Why did it take you almost 4 years?
Yvette wanted to be on my podcast so bad, and I stopped doing podcasts for a while, and then now here we are.
Oh, that's really why?
Yes.
Oh, okay. We'll keep that version then. Just kidding. I don't know.
You gotta go to coach, dude.
I know. I got to work. What time is it?
3:05.
We got 25 minutes.
Yeah, right. We still got
Story of
40
my
minutes.
life.
No shit, no. You make it work, dude. You're gonna come in blazing.
I came in blazing and I leave
bet.
blazing.
My dad opened the door blazing too.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to go check on your dad. See if he's going to CrossFit.
Probably
Are
not.
we still on?
Yeah, but we're
Okay.
good, dude. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it.
Bye. What do I do with my hands?